and welcome to the Taj B Show with me, your host, of course, Taj B. So thank you guys for enjoying my show, for watching, and if you have any ideas that you would like me to cover, please do not hesitate. And remember, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you always know when the Taj B Show is up, live, and running. So let's get into it today. We're going to do our good and our bad news, okay? So let's start with the good news. The good news is there is a latest breakthrough. Scientists successfully regrow brain tissue that was damaged by a stroke. That is amazing news, guys, because many of us out there, we suffer on our loved ones, suffer from a stroke, and then from the stroke happens, we kind of resolve that there's no hope moving forward. Nothing will get fixed because we know that a stroke is irreversible, but not anymore. According to these scientists, a team of scientists at the University of California in Los Angeles successfully regrew brain tissue that was previously damaged by a stroke. Yay! So that is the good news, guys. That's awesome. So just hope for any one of us out there with a stroke or love somebody with a stroke, so you know that there's hope around the horizon. Bad news, guys, and the bad news comes out of Mississauga, Canada. Yeah, Canada. That a makeshift bomb, this happened Thursday night, Thursday, May the 25th, I would say. So a makeshift bomb, two suspects went into a restaurant in Mississauga with a makeshift bomb. They detonated it, it exploded, and seriously injured 15 people, of which 2 of them are currently in critical condition. So, you know, quite often Canada kind of touts itself as a place where these things do not happen, but here we see they do, right? And I think things are escalating here in Canada, so that is definitely bad news, because just the other day, 2 young boys were attacked by some psycho with a knife, and now a couple days later we have a bomb detonated in a Mississauga, of all places, restaurant. So that's I wish I had more thumbs to give this story 100 thumbs down, because that is terrible. Okay, now guys, that's good and that's the bad news. Let's get into the crazy news. I mean, this headline alone says it all. YouTuber saved by firefighters. We won't name him, you know, but YouTuber saved by firefighters after, get this people, cementing his own head in microwave. And according to the firefighters, taking the microwave apart was tricky because it had a lot of welding to do. So firefighters spent an hour working to release a YouTube prankster who cemented his head inside of a microwave. Could you imagine, guys? I mean, let's just put out his name, Jay Springer. You guys know him. And a group of friends, they mixed 7 bags of cement before they poured it around his head, which was protected by a plastic bag inside of the microwave. Their intention was to use the microwave as a mold. However, by 1:49 p.m. on Wednesday that just passed, they had to call the firefighters to the garage because, lo and behold, surprise, surprise, cementing your head in a microwave, even if you use a plastic bag, will not work out. Like, come on. So luckily for this guy, they were able to free him, and he has his life still. So, you know, so that's the good news, the bad news, and this right here, YouTuber Jay having to have his head removed from a cement block in a microwave, totally crazy madness. So you guys, as you recall, once a week I will be featuring missing and endangered women, because I find that there isn't enough information out there about this. There's not enough attention out there, and there are way too many of our women missing, dead, unsolved mysteries. This is not okay. And as I resolve to do whatever I can about it, and this is the best that I can do. So once a week I will feature them. Please pay attention. Check the link in the description for pictures of the women that are showcased on the show. It's not a good reason they're on the show. It breaks my heart, but if anybody has any information, I urge you to contact the police or contact me so we can forward it to the proper authorities. Today we not only are featuring one woman, but we will be featuring a number of women because they are all related within under the same case according to the police. So here we go. And you guys, I want to give a shout out to Spicy Slavette on Twitter, because she is our partner in this, who sends us all the information. It's dear to her, and she's a viewer and a fan of ours, so therefore it is dear to me. So you can follow her on Twitter at Spicy Slavette, spelled as it sounds. Ready, guys? So we'll start. The first of the women featured today, we have Maureen Brainard Barnes. She's 25 years old. Last seen July 9th, 2007, leaving Norwich, Connecticut for New York City. Her remains were discovered in December 2010. So nobody knows what happened to her. Nobody knows if she made her destination. Nothing. So if you know of Maureen and you can remember anything around this time, we are looking for you. We also have Melissa Bartholomew, 24, last seen on July 10th, 2009. On the night she went missing, she put $900 cash in her bank account. She called an ex, which didn't go through, and disappeared. Her younger sister received threatening and derogatory calls from an unidentified perpetrator, which was never successfully traced or identified. Her remains were also found in December of 2010, as well as the first woman we just mentioned. Then we have Megan Waterman, 22. Very young women in the prime of their lives, guys. Last seen June 6, 2010, after making an ad to Craigslist/Backpage for her outcall escort services. She was staying at a motel in Happenage, New York, when she left without her phone, without her wallet or ID or keys. That's a lot of key things to be leaving without. Highly suspicious, of course, and further suspicious because her remains were also found in and around the same time of December 2010, and her remains were found along with Bernard Barnes and Bartholomew. So all three of these women's bodies were found together, which is why we are showcasing all of them here on one show. We also then have Amberlynn Costello, 27. She suffered with a heroin addiction and had agreed to meet a John, which is a customer, for $1,500 cash, and was last seen by her former housemate on September 2nd, 2010. Her remains were also found along with the other three women just mentioned in December of 2010. And then last but not least, we have Jessica Taylor. She is 20 years old. Her remains were found dismembered and scattered across counties. She was last seen in July 2003. This case remains open and unsolved. Police now, they believe that a serial homicide offender, serial killer, that's what you are a killer. Serial killer is responsible for the deaths of all 5 of these women and possibly more. So anyone with information should call the Suffolk County Crime Stoppers at 1-800-220-TIPS. Again, that's 1-800-220-TIPS. If you don't want to contact them, contact us. We'll forward the information. A lot of people feel like because these women are on drugs or they're prostituted or they're part of the marginalized population of our society, they're missing whatever. But I want everybody who feels that way to understand that none of us are immune to this. None of us are immune to never being able to see your loved ones again. None of us are immune to being victimized by the monsters of our society. The monsters in this world are real, and they don't hide underneath our bed. They walk on 2 feet, they wear pants, they wear skirts, and they say good morning and good evening as they pass us on the street. These are the monsters, guys. And therefore, because they're so well blended into our society, it can happen to any of us. So this is not, who cares? No, we should all care, because we are each other's keepers. So thank you guys for watching my show. That's all I have for you today. And remember, if you like what you heard, hit that like